Welcome back to the Profit Playbook DFS. I'm Jaime Hernandez, and today we're doing a quick early look at Week 3 College Football DFS on DraftKings. This isn't the full breakdown yet. That'll come Thursday night or Friday morning, most likely. But I want to get you ahead of the field and highlight a few early spots I'm already circling. And really excited for this. Why? Because there's going to be someone that's going to be for the third straight week, value of the week. It's crazy, but let's get right into it. For this Saturday, September 13th, I am looking at 5 guys right now. One of them is going to be in the Georgia game, quarterback Gunnar Stockton, right? He's definitely stepping into a prime spot against Tennessee. He's played some fairly easy opponents, right? But through 2 weeks, he's averaging about 22.6 DraftKings points, and he's just at 6,000 on DraftKings, which is crazy low. I mean, unless I'm missing something, unless someone else is starting at quarterback, but I mean, he's QB1 for Georgia, and then at Tennessee or versus Tennessee, I mean, the Georgia is going to be way better than any team Tennessee has seen. Stockton, a better quarterback than any quarterback they've seen, and Tennessee, they've allowed pretty big yardage, right? And they shouldn't get like blown out. It shouldn't be like a really big blowout. So I would expect Stockton to be in there and to hang on and to put some pretty decent points up there. Unlike last week, most of the running backs scored everything. So, and then the best part when it comes to Gunnar Stockton, that you can, pair him perfectly with Zachariah Branch. He was one of my favorite players in all of college football the past year. Last year in USC, right? His speed is crazy. He's a playmaker. And then when it comes to playing Tennessee, I mean, he's going to have opportunity to eat and eat big time. So Gunnar Stockton, and then of course I just mentioned Zachariah Branch. So versus Marshall, I mean, he had 95 yards, a touchdown, right? And then versus week 2 versus Austin P, that was a quiet, I would say. The ceiling remains high on this guy. And at just $5,200, I mean, that's definitely underpriced. He should definitely be priced around $65 to $7,000 in my books, right? But of course, this is not my book. This is DraftKings. Um, and then, I mean, Tennessee's defense, they've been giving up chunk plays. And if brunch, yeah, kind of hungry, right? If Stockton is able to connect with Zachariah Branch, I mean, that's going to be perfect, right? Because you're going to be able to have Stockton paired up with Zachariah Branch, and that's basically unlocking tournament winning upside on this, right? And I mean, even then, I believe they're safe in cash, uh, in my opinion, of course. Let's see here. So that's already. I mean, we can go ahead and put them here. Stockton. Once again, this is a preview of what I'm looking at for Saturday. So I mean, of course, like I mentioned, on either Thursday or Friday morning, I'll have a full breakdown. And I mean, all my picks have been fire. Maybe not all my picks, but I mean, at least 80% plus they've been hitting like crazy, especially my value plays, right? Stockton. Of course, week 1, March, Arch Manning, he didn't do anything, right? And the NC State receivers, they were bust as well. But I made up for it big time when it came to week 2. So I mean, I don't know who you guys played, of course. That's just with the quarterbacks that I won. I did give out 6 quarterback plays, but the one that I was really heavy on was Manning, and he bit me right, where. Of. here. Zachariah Branch. And let's go for my value play of the week, which this one, it's not going to change at all come Friday or Thursday unless there's an injury, right, to him. His teammate can come back. It doesn't matter. Parker Livingston, he's already had uh, a few deep shots with Manning, and they connected. I don't think, you know, his team isn't have big of a difference in Livingston anymore. I believe Parker Livingston has set himself as a WR2 besides Wingo, and especially the big uh, the big play guy, and also a red zone target in my opinion. So and not even just in my opinion. I mean, we've seen that the last couple of weeks. But the crazy part about this, right? The crazy part about Parker Livingston is his pricing. I mean, what's going on? I mean, we'll take it. Of course, we'll take it. But DraftKings, they have him priced at 3,500. That's criminal. 3,500. This guy is averaging 22 DraftKings points a game. I mean, they probably think he's not going to keep it up. He's going to go down in the pecking order. But no, I mean, once you're, you know, once you have something going with a receiver as a quarterback, that's your safety valve. I mean, it's working in games, right? It's different for it to be working in practice, right? Or let's say Livingston's been underperforming, and his teammate comes back, right? Which I think was more. And let's say he comes back, and then Livingston is not performing. Then it's easier to go, to pivot off him and go to your other receiver. But in this case, everything's working with Livingston. Why am I gonna go and give targets somewhere else where I don't know if it's gonna be there or not? I don't know if we're gonna have that chemistry. You get me? Livingston at 3,500, that's criminal. He should be in my books easily 6,500, and even then, I feel like it's a value. It's crazy. I mean, I feel like he's a lock-in for a value and a stud at the same time. Um, and let's go to Makai Lemon, USC. I love this game. I love this game for USC. Um, when it comes to USC, they've had two easy opponents in, I believe it was Southern Georgia or Georgia Southern. Um, right. Let me see here just to make sure. Yeah, so the first one was Missouri State and then Georgia Southern. Of course, Missouri State, they were playing their first FBS game in their history. So you can be like, oh, it's anyone's going to smash, right? And then Georgia Southern. But when it comes to USC with Makai Lemon and quarterback Jaden Maeva, uh, even last year in Big Ten play, they were connecting on a few shots, so they have that chemistry. And the crazy part about Lemon, in my opinion, he is arguably, I would say he's arguably WR1. And the reason I say arguably, right, is because, come on, you have Jeremiah Smith, Ohio State, and then you have Ryan Williams in Alabama, right? But I believe Makai Lemon is arguably WR1 when it comes to college football. That may be a wild take, but when you have a WR1 potentially at $6,700, maybe yes, that's because they played some easy opponents. But I mean, Purdue, they're playing Purdue. I know USC is still about a 20-point favorite, but I still think themselves they can post up 60 points in this game, right? I know they did it a couple times, right, in the first 2 weeks. But you got to realize in the first game, none of the starters played quarter 2 and 3. I mean quarter 3 and 4. And in week 2, the starters went into halfway of the third quarter. So if Purdue can keep it somewhat close, I believe Makai Lemon together with the next guy I have in mind are going to crush it. If they can play three full quarters of competitive football, I believe Jaden and Makai Lemon are going to kill it. So um, I mean, you can go ahead and fade me, right? You can go against what I'm saying here. You might feel like, oh no, it's not gonna happen. Whatever the case might be, I truly feel like this is gonna happen. I feel like Georgia, Tennessee is gonna be a competitive game, at least through all the way to the third quarter, and same with USC Purdue. When it comes to rivalry games, I feel like spreads you can just chuck them out the window. When it comes to rivalry games or you know conference games, anything goes. Anything goes. So if these games are competitive, I believe these five players are going to smash, right? They're going to smash. And I know there's going to be value opening up at running back as well. When you have a few guys like White, RB1, West Virginia, he's out for the year. And then Wisner, Texas, he might be out again. So there's definitely value opening up, but we'll go ahead and leave that for the full breakdown. Um, but yeah, I mean that's your week 3 DraftKings College Football DFS preview. And let me know in the comments who your favorite stack is this week. Maybe it might be a little bit too early. But what are you doing? Are you rolling with Stockton and Branch or paying up for Maeva and Lemon? Let me know down in the comments. And once again, thanks for watching the Profit Playbook DFS. I'm Jaime Hernandez, and remember, profit over perfection. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss next week's breakdown, okay? Which, like I said, should be coming in a couple of days. And good luck this weekend, and I'll see you in the leaderboards if you're playing Thursday, Friday. But for the full breakdown of Saturday, it will be in within the next couple of days. Okay. Thank you so much. Take care.